let's start with what how Patanjali defined yoga in his Yoga Sutra. This is chapter 1, verse 2. Yogas chitta vritti narodha. Yoga, it's union. It's union of individual awareness with our unbounded nature. Chitta is mind, vritti are fluctuations of the mind. So yoga, chittas, vritti, fluctuations of the mind. The verb is narodha. Some translators translate narodha as control. And it's a valid translation of that Sanskrit word. With that translation, you may define yoga as control of the fluctuations of the mind. If you use this definition, yoga is something that you have to do. Yoga requires effort. Yoga requires channeling all of your resources to control the fluctuations of the mind. And with this translation, you'll read through the Yoga Sutras, and it's a how-to book, things you should do. Now, Maharshi Mahesh Yogi has translated this in another way. He's translated it as complete settling. Yoga is the complete settling of the fluctuations of the mind. This is an equally valid translation of Narodha. Notice how the picture it paints is different. Rather than yoga being the result of effort and trying and pushing and straining, the Yoga Sutra are describing a state which is a complete settling of the activity of the mind. Let's put the state of yoga relative to what we usually experience, waking, sleeping, and dreaming. We do that with this 2x2 grid, that the self-awareness is there, yes and no. Thoughts are there, yes and no. Let's look at this bottom left-hand cell. What would go in there? Sleeping, dreaming, waking, yoga. Yeah, that's sleeping. We define sleeping as sleeping like a log. In Sweden, it's sleeping like a stone. But it has that same idea. There's just no awareness, nothing's going on, no moving. Let's look at the upper right. Self-awareness, yes, thoughts, yes. Is that waking, sleeping, dreaming, state of yoga? That's waking. That's what we're in right now. You're seeing the PowerPoint, you're hearing my voice. It's leading to a train of thoughts inside, thinking about my ideas, relating them to prior experiences. So all of that activity is going on, but also you're awake, you're aware, you know that you are there having the experience. This upper left, thoughts, yes, self-awareness, no, I suggest is dreaming. In dreaming, we have very rich, changing, bizarre, illusionary experiences. The sense of self is very fragile. That leaves the bottom right cell. Self-awareness, but no mental activity. Notice this cell is completely different than waking, sleeping, and dreaming. It's qualitatively different. It's a different state of consciousness. This is the state of yoga.